Okay, so good morning, all of you. We are moving to our practical number 7. Just tell me whether my screen is visible or not. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we will move over to our practical number 7, where we are supposed to implement the Ether channel and configure the Ether channel. So basically, what is the meaning of Ether channel? It is a switchboard architecture which is used to connect to devices, and as you are connecting to devices, they are also creating some kind of virtual connection, and it is purely required for the fault tolerance and for the speedy communication. So basically, the use of the Ether channel is to form the virtual connection between the devices along with the physical connection. So it will be used in fault tolerance scheme, and as well as it will be useful for the speedy communication. So if you want to make the communication faster, you can use the Ether channel technology. So how we are going to implement this kind of technology? We are going to implement this in Cisco Packet Tracer. So you can see we have three single layer switches with multi ports, and we are going to connect those switches together and going to form the Ether channel. So basically, this is a port channel table where this is the Ether channel protocol, that is a PAGP, LSCP, and negotiated LSCP. So these are the protocol names which are used for the Ether channel, which are used under the Ether channel configurations. These are the ports to which we are connecting the devices and the required things. And this is the actual setting that we have. We need to show whenever we will just check the show interfaces trunk and show the Ether channel summary. If we are getting some kind of devices or some kind of protocol over there, then only we will say like that we have completed our configuration successfully. So basically, what is this concept of PAGP and the LSCP, etc.? Basically, these are some kind of protocols. PAGP stands for the Port Aggression Protocol, which has two channel modes. They are desirable and the auto. Similarly, LSCP is also working for the same kind of things, but they cannot interoperate with each other. They are going to work individually, and the same thing. Basically, whenever you are working with LSCP, the LSCP is working with something 802.3 AD protocol standard, and they are also used to connect to devices virtually with forming some kind of virtual connection. And with the help of PAGP, LSCP, these are some kind of protocol where you are supposed to connect and you are supposed to provide the virtualization. So let us start configuring all those devices. So let us understand the figure that we have. We have three switches: switch S1, switch S2, switch S3. So the Giga Ethernet of G01 of switch S1 is connected to the Giga Ethernet 0/1 of switch S2. Similarly, Giga Ethernet of 0/2 of S1 is connected to the Giga Ethernet of 0/1 of S2. The fast Ethernet 21 is connected to the fast Ethernet 21 of S3. Similarly, the fast Ethernet 22 of S1 is connected to the fast Ethernet 22 of S3. We are going to keep the same number, so it will be quite easy to just keep them remembering while configuring all those kinds of devices. The fast Ethernet 23 of switch S2 is connected fast Ethernet 23 of switch S3, and the fast Ethernet 24 of switch S2 is connected fast Ethernet 24 of switch S3. So let us start actual working. So here we have the switches. I will take the first switch. It is a single layer switch. So I have taken three switches. Let me change the name of those switches: S1, S2, and S3. Then what I'm supposed to do, I need to connect all those devices with some kind of port. So let's start connecting the devices. Take this wire, take the copper straight through. Here, the Giga Ethernet 0/1 of S1 is connected to the Giga Ethernet 1 of S2. Similarly, Giga Ethernet 0/2 is connected to the Giga Ethernet 0/2 of S2. So we are done with the connection of S1 and S2. Now we should go for the S1 and S3. So let us check the port number F21 and 22. So fast Ethernet 21 will be connected to the fast Ethernet 21 of S3, and similarly the fast Ethernet 22 of S1 will be connected to the fast Ethernet 22 of S2. It is not like that, and you have to take that port only, that is a 21. You can go for the 1 or 2 also, but the thing is that you should remember that particular port while doing the configuration. That is the only condition while using the port. Now let us use 23 and 24 for S2 and S3. So here we are done with the connecting all the devices. Now we need to configure those devices. So what kind of configuration I need? I need to set up the PAGP protocol for this kind of things, LSCP protocol for G0102, 0102, etc. Now just see here, as I am working with some kind of Giga Ethernet, so I am using LSCP protocol. For the fast Ethernet, I am using the PAGP and the negotiated LSCP. So basically, they cannot interoperate with each other. So definitely, they are going to work independently while having the communication. So let us start configuring all those devices. I will go to the S1, go to the CLI command, then just enable that particular device, configure terminal. I will change. Okay, I will change the host name over here, host name S1. Fine. So what I'm supposed to do, I have to just implement all those kinds of trunking mode over there, because I need to do the virtualization. So there should be some kind of trunking mode over there, or some kind of trunk channel over there. So let us start doing. Just check what kind of interfaces I have connected from S1. From S1 I have connected the SG01, that is a Giga Ethernet 01 and Giga Ethernet 02. And from here I have connected fast Ethernet 22 and the fast Ethernet 21. So I have connected these 4 ports. So I need to configure these 4 ports for as my connection. So let us start doing interface range Giga Ethernet 0/122, comma fast Ethernet 0/21 to 22. Enter. Then I need to define the trunking channel or trunk channel over there. So I will just write switch port mode trunk. So I have generated the trunking channel. It's a very important step with respect to virtualization. Then I will just write the no negotiate protocol over here. So switch port no negotiate protocol. Okay, if you are not writing that particular protocol, then that is also going to work, because we are going to implement Ethernet channel after all those kinds of connections. So if you are not writing, that is also okay. If you are writing, that is also okay. It is just like the shutting down all the ports, means shutting down all the ports and making mail. Just switch on the ports that you are required. Means I have 24 ports, and I'm going to work for only 2 ports. And what I will do, I will just configure that 2 ports only. That is the one method. And the other method is I will just switch off all the ports, and then I will just make on only those 2 ports. So that is another method. I'm using the second method. So I'm just implementing the switch port no negotiate. So this is all done for the S1. Similarly, I have to implement the same thing over S2. You can see what kinds of ports are connected: 23, 24, Giga Ethernet 0, Giga Ethernet 01, Giga Ethernet 02. So let us start doing. Go to the CLI, enable conf terminal, then interface range, or I will just change the host name S1. I will just change, sorry, host name will be S2. Then interface range F0-23, sorry, F/23-24, comma, Giga Ethernet 0/1 to 2 will be considered. Then switch port, mode trunk, and switch port, no negotiate. That is done for the switch S2. Now I will do the same thing for switch S3. Enable configure terminal, interface F0/21 to 24, because 21, 22 is connected to switch S1 and 23 and 24 is connected to switch S2. So I will just define the range over here. Then switch port, mode trunk, and switch port. You have multiple options. So just see here, we can write the access. So set access mode characteristics to off interface, mode set trunking mode or of the interface, no negotiate. So device will not engage in negotiation of protocol of this interface. Port security also you can just write down over there. You can set the priority, you can write the protected over here, and also you can write the voice appliance attributes with the help of voice command. I don't have to use any kind of those voice trunk etc. I need to just implement no negotiate. Exit. So in this way I have completed all the basic configuration regarding to the switch. Now I will move back to the next concept. Let us check. Now I need to implement all those kinds of protocol. I have implemented no negotiated protocol, means there will not be any kind of protocol over here. You can see what we are supposed to do. We are supposed to configure the basic switch setting. We are done with it. And then we need to configure the Ethernet channel with Cisco PAGP. Just I want to show all the trunk. So let us check whether all the trunks are visible or not. What is the command? Show interfaces trunk. Show interface trunk. So you can see the Giga Ethernet for here, the 21 and 22 is connected. Giga Ethernet 01 and 02 is connected. So basically all those ports are on and their status is trunking. Means we have successfully implemented trunking mode over those protocols. Now let us check for the next thing. Here, what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to implement the Cisco PAGP protocol over here. So simply what I have to do here for this one, just check the requirement that we have for port F021 and F022, and from switch S3 F021 and 022 I require PAGP protocol. So simply I will take one label and I will just write PAGP. Okay, so it will show or it will just remind me that I want to implement the PAGP.
Sir.
Yes.
सर लास्ट प्रैक्टिकल में आपने ट्रंक मोड लिखा था तो वो ऑटो बता रहा था, और इस प्रैक्टिकल में आपने मोड ट्रंक लिखा है तो वो एग्जीक्यूट हुआ. उसमें डिफरेंस क्या है?
बेसिकली उसके पहले हमने जो कमांड्स दिया था ना, उससे वो ऑटो हो गया था. And also we have connected that port with multi-layer port, right? So there was a communication between multi-layer switch and the single layer switch. So वो proper synchronize नहीं होता. That's why वो मोड ऑटो में चला जाता है. यहाँ पे क्या है, हमने जो तीनों मोड लिए हुए हैं वो प्योरली सिंगल लेयर switches in. So both, so as they are the homogeneous devices, they can synchronize with each other. And as we are working with simulator, it really matters. ओके हमने लास्ट टाइम लिया था वो मल्टीलेयर स्विच लिया था. अगर आपने तीनों मल्टीलेयर स्विच लेते तो वो आपको एरर नहीं आता. मतलब वो एरर नहीं, एक्चुअली वो वार्निंग है, वो वार्निंग नहीं आती. अभी यहाँ पे आपको वार्निंग नहीं मिलेगी क्योंकि आप सिंगल लेयर स्विच पे काम कर रहे हो. आपके तीनों स्विच ये होमोजेनियस स्विच है, सो यू कैन कनेक्ट इजीली. ओके
ओके सर.
fine. So now I will just write down all the required configuration. You can see over here Giga Ethernet 0.1/1 and 0/2. I need to use the LSCP protocol, so I will just write down the LSCP over here. LSCP, and finally the negotiated LSCP will be there for just let me take, yes, over here. Fine. So it will remind me now. I want to just configure this kind of, or I need to configure this connection. So let us start. First, let us check what I have to do. Here you can see configure for the port channel 1, that is a Cisco PAGP. We need to select the interfaces, then make them shut down. So you need to just switch off those devices and just write down the command channel group 1 mode desirable. So basically mode desirable option enables the switch to actively negotiate to form a PAGP link. Means whenever you are firing this command channel group 1 mode desirable, what you are going to get? You are going to convert your no negotiate protocol to PAGP protocol or just to PAGP link. So simply I will do the thing. So simply I will select this statement. Just enable configure terminal and just write down the line over here, interface range F0/21 to 22, shut down, then channel dash group 1 mode. I'm just writing this statement only, mode desirable. Just see here, I'm getting the message creating a port channel interface with port channel 1, and then type your command, or you need to make it on again. So I will fire no shutdown. Exit. Similarly, I need to go to the switch S3 and I need to do the same thing for switch S3. So I will just close this. I will go to the switch S3. Interface 2122, interface range F21 to 22, shut down, then channel group 1 mode desirable, so again here we have created one channel, no shutdown. So it will, now we have successfully implemented PAGP protocol over here, or PAGP connectivity, or you can see say the PAGP link over here. So now this part means a switch S1 to switch S3, and whatever I have written as a PAGP is successfully converted from no negotiate link to PAGP link. Now again I need to just, now this is a port channel 1, so again I need to just implement the mode trunk over here. So I will go to the switch S1 again. Here I will just copy these lines. For S1 interface port channel 1 and switch port mode trunk. Exit. Similarly, do the same thing for S3 interface port channel 1 and just copy the second line, switch port mode trunk. Now there will be one question from there will be question, as we have already written switch port mode trunk, then why we are writing it again? Because whenever you are creating the trunking mode, it is just used for the virtualization. So whenever you are connected this port with the no negotiate link, then definitely the trunking link will be also in the form of no negotiate link. And now what happened? We have changed our link protocol. Now it is converted to the PAGP. So basically our virtualization link should be also converted into the PAGP. Therefore, as if you want to work with some kind of virtualization, you have to do this. If you are not doing this in simulator, it will work. But in real life, it will not work because there will not be any kind of synchronization. And remember, no of these protocols are interoperable. Means if a particular link is working with a PAGP and if its virtualized link is working with some kind of LSCP or negotiated LSCP or no negotiated, they will not interoperate with each other. They will behave separately, and as what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to work for the fault tolerance and you are supposed to work for some kind of speedy communication, and it will not work as they do not have any kind of synchronization over there. Therefore, whenever you are configuring that particular term, you need to make or you need to fire this switch port mode trunk if you want to create the trunking channel. Now let us move on. Verify the port channel 1 status. So I will go to the S1 and just will check show ether channel summary and show ether channel summary. You can see we are getting the output over here, and we have successfully implemented PAGP protocol over here. You can see this line. F021 and F022 had successfully implemented PAGP protocol. Means if you are able to get this statement over here, means I have successfully implemented. So this is all about the first link. Now let us move on. Let us check the what is there for the next document. Now here we have to configure 802.3 AD LSCP Ethernet channel. So let us start doing. Where we have to implement this here means between the switch S1 and S2. Okay, what are the ports which are connected to those switches? That is the Giga Ethernet 01 and Giga Ethernet 01 of S1, S2 respectively, and Giga Ethernet 02 and the Giga Ethernet 02 of S1 and S2 respectively. So we are supposed to work with Giga Ethernet 01 and Giga Ethernet 02. So let us start doing. So let us start working with S1. Enable. Configure terminal. Let us check out the statement. Here interface range G0/1-2. I will just copy that particular statement over here. Then next is shutdown command. Then channel group 2 mode active. So active command is used to convert your link from no negotiate to LSCP. If you want to convert to the PAGP, the command keyword was desirable, and here the command keyword is active. So I will just copy. Just paste. So here you are creating the port channel interface with port channel 2, and then you will fire the command, that is a no shutdown. Similarly, I have to do the same thing for S2. Enable configure terminal. Do the same thing over here. Interface. And then shut down. Then channel group 2 mode active. And finally, no shutdown. Now, a very important thing that also we need to implement, or we need to implement the trunking channel over here. So here I will just write interface. Or just let me just copy this line. And switch port mode trunk. Exit. Similarly, for S2, we are supposed to implement the same thing. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, now let us go to the S1 and let us check it. Show Ether channel summary. Now just see here, first we have implemented PAGP for connecting to the switch S3, and now here we have implemented LSCP for connecting with switch S2. And you can see the ports over here, over which you have connected. There is a Giga Ethernet 01 and Giga Ethernet 02. And the fast Ethernet port is also written over here. There is a fast Ethernet 21 and fast Ethernet 22. So successfully we have implemented two protocols or two links. One is a PAGP link and another is a LSCP link. So let us start doing for the third one also. That is a negotiated LSCP. Here what we are supposed to use. Here configure the redundant ether channel and the keyword is a passive. So for PAGP, desirable, for LSCP, active, and for negotiated LSCP, it is passive. So just remember these three keywords. So let us start doing. Let us go to the S2. Interface 2324. Then shut down. And then channel group mode passive. No shutdown. And again you need to create the interface, that is a trunking channel over here. So let us do switch port mode trunk. Done for S2. Let us do the same thing for S3. Interface F2324. Shut down. Channel group 3 mode passive. No shutdown. Interface port channel 3. and switch port, mode, trunk, exit. Now here we have to verify the port 3 channel status. So let us go to the S2 and show Ether channel summary. And here you can see it is also in the form of LSCP. Though it is a negotiated LSCP, still the name will be called as a LSCP. So it will be displayed as a LSCP. But here you can see one is in the mode of form of passive and one is in mode of passive, this one, and one is in mode of active. So second will be in the mode of active and the third will be in the mode of passive. Here P stands for in-port channel, not passive. Here P stands for whatever you are looking here. P will stands for in-port channel. You can see all the short forms are written over here and you can simply look all those kinds of short forms also. Now we need to see the spanning tree. So I will go to the S1 and I will just display the spanning tree active. And here you are able to see all the spanning trees that we have defined along with the cost. Okay, so here if you are able to see the spanning tree, you have completed your practical. So this is all about the Ether channel summary. So any query? Let me repeat all the steps. First, you need to take 3 switches. Here we are supposed to implement the PAGP, LSCP and negotiated LSCP. So first, for connecting S1 and S2, you will use the Giga Ethernet 0102. For connecting S1 and S3, you will use the Fast Ethernet 2122. And for S2 and S3, we will use the Fast Ethernet 23 and 24. You need to create the protocol of a non-negotiated protocol over here. Now here we need to convert the non-negotiated protocol to the PAGP protocols from S1 to S3. So we will create a channel with a mode desirable. Whenever you are creating a channel with a mode desirable, so that will be conversion into the protocol of PAGP. Then for LSCP, what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to create a channel with mode active. So it will be converted into the LSCP. And if you want to do the negotiated LSCP, what will be the keyword? The keyword will be the passive. So you need to create a mode with a keyword passive. So in this way, you are able to see or you are able to create the protocols. So this is all about your practical number 7. If you have any kind of query, please ask.